I've had a busy day today. I was able to go to a friend's farm and pick 4 gallons of muscadines, and we're fixing to get juice from them. And I'll show you how coming up next. Today I've been blessed with the opportunity to come pick muscadines at a friend's place. This is the bronze here. Just look how loaded they are. They're just beautiful. I don't know if you can see it. Yeah, you can. This netting that he uses, I thought it was bird netting, I think it is bird netting, but he actually is using it to deter the deer. So I'm fixing to get busy, and then I'll be even busier later making jelly. Well, that's my haul for the day. Okay, I've got the muscadines back home, and I have already washed most of them, but I have my sink of water. I always use my kitchen sink when I've got it washed up really good, and I put the muscadines in here, and I always move them around real good, and then I'll take them out and I'll put them in to drain in this metal colander. I want to show you my setup that I have. I've already done most of the muscadines, but this is a bowl. I put the bowl on top, zero the scale, get the scale to 0. Then I can measure my muscadines. Here's my little recipe that I go by right here. It actually calls for 3 pounds of fruit and 1 cup of water. I had way more than 3 pounds. With the purple muscadines, I actually had 6 pounds. And then in this pot here, I have 15 pounds. So I'm going to make my juice, and this will make 5 batches. I just want to show you how it looks after it's been cooking for a little while. Of course, the pot that doesn't have as many muscadines in it has cooked up faster, and I just want to show you how, if you can see that, well, my camera's fogging up, but you can see that they're kind of getting flat, and the insides are coming out, and it's getting the juice. You see it's getting pink in there. So that's what you're going for. I want all of mine to be, I don't want to have to smush them myself. It makes the juice squirt and everything. So as I keep them on a light, a warm burner, and they're simmering, you see these still have a ways to go. And if you remember that the water, you couldn't even see the water that was in there, but see that they've released some of their juices too. So I'll show you how this pot's coming along. See, the juice is still, you're able to see it when I pull it back, but the muscadines really aren't bursting, and I've been kind of stirring it down from the bottom, trying to get some of the ones that haven't been in the water down in the water like this, but I don't know if that's necessary. That's just what I do. But this pot's not near as far along as that pot. Okay, you can see I actually have an empty pot. This is the pot that I was cooking my muscadines in, but I wanted my strainer to fit down in there like this. So what I have done is I have transferred my muscadines into this bowl that's already cooked and into this pot. Can you see that, Tommy? How they turned out? I'm very pleased. You see how it just squished. And so I'm going to pour as much as I can of it in here to let it drain. And I ended up letting this cook about probably 45 minutes. You could just, if you have time, you can watch it and let it get to this point. Would be good. I'd rather do it like that and let it drain than have to squeeze it. If you're in a hurry, you could squeeze it, but then you still have to let it cool because it's hot. And this is still hot. I'm still being careful. It has been sitting on the stove for a while.
Patty, you said if you have time, you can watch it and let it get like this. What do you mean by that, as opposed to setting a timer?
Yeah, the recipe, I'm making juice for jelly, and the recipe just said let them simmer for 10 minutes. Well, had we done that, they wouldn't have been mushy like this. You would have had to squeeze it to get them to, some of them to open and to get the juice out. You know, I had time that I could watch over and everything, and so I just let it slowly simmer for a while. And look, I'm going to be able to get it all in there. I didn't know if I would be able to or not. And I'm just going to let this drip. Now, you know that I'm getting some pulp in there. I have a fine mesh strainer, and I'll show you that next, that I will strain the juice through. A lot of people strain their juice through cheesecloth, but I don't, because I don't care if that's to make sure no pulp at all is in it, because it can make a little bit of a cloudy jelly. But you know, I'm not real worried about that. I'm going to let this, I may come through and I may mush it a little bit like this to try and get more juice out and to stir it around. But this is going to, let me show you what's underneath the bottom. A lot of juice. So
not quite halfway, maybe a third of the way up that thing, or
it's better than a third. Yeah, it's better than a third. So, all right, now I'm going to clean this pot out. And I'll be right back with you and show you me straining the purple muscadine. You may not think there's much of a difference in the muscadines, but there is really a big difference in the taste of them. In fact, when I was pouring that in there, these smell so much stronger. The bronze muscadine, now this is the purple muscadines. The bronze muscadines are a much milder flavored muscadine, and these are a lot stronger. And I'll leave this to strain too. And this is supposed to make, I'm supposed to be able to make 2 batches with this. We'll see how much juice I do get out of them. So anyway, now I'll stir this around a little bit. Help get all the juice out. Thanks so much for watching. I would love to know the different things you do with your muscadines. Let us know down in the comments, and if you haven't subscribed, please do so. And don't forget, we're going to be making another video about making muscadine jelly. We'd love for you to see that video also. Thanks, have a great day. We'll be having another video showing you how to make jelly from the juice. But I would be very interested to know, that's just too many uhs.